Curious about a case that could wreck your workplace? Lucky for you, we have a lawyer on the clock.
I read an article just in the last couple of days, ADA requests being up pretty dramatically in light of return to office mandates. And in particular, remote work ADA requests are way up. We know that, we know, and you said, you want to get people back to work. And we know that over the last few years, you're not alone. Companies around the world, around the country have been insisting on getting employers back to the office. And in response to that, a lot of remote workers have done what they can to fight back against returning to work. There's some companies where petitions have been filed. There's some companies where employees have walked out. And I think that this huge influx of ADA requests that we're really seeing in the last few years really reflects employees pushing back against increasing return to office mandates. And, ADA requests are up for a second year in a row, according to a report from a company called Absence Soft.
That's a great name, Absence Soft. Yeah, they're Absence. Yeah, okay.
They say that 60% of HR professionals have stated that they've seen an increase in the last 2 years, and even more substantially, of those that said they saw an increase, 62% said that the increase of ADA requests from remote workers was up by more than 21%. The most common accommodation was remote work in and of itself. 51% of the requests specifically asked to work from home. And on top of that, 46% were requesting intermittent leave or reduced schedules if they were forced to return to work. So just kind of remind yourself, a reminder to employers out there, remote work, it can be covered by the ADA, and you need to manage that appropriately. And again, I would say the ideas of consistency and fairness are very, very important. You want to have that reasonable accommodation, interactive process discussion with the employees to see if the employer can make some sort of an accommodation. And oftentimes an employer might not be able to accommodate, but you got to go through that process.
Yeah, absolutely. And tread carefully in making those decisions, because they can have systemic impacts on the rest of the workforce at times. Yeah.